take nothing away from the Colombian team, which wins the women's gold medal here in Turkey, where it is time now for the men's bronze medal match. Now, in case you weren't with us 3 weeks ago or so in Shanghai at stage 1, Korea and Australia were both shooting for their country's first World Cup compound team medal. We had a great match that day. It was decided by 1 point, with Korea winning it 230 to 229. Here in Antalya, we have France taking on Italy. You take a good look at the Italian team, which comes in as the 11th seed. The Italians defeating Austria this week, then defeating Korea before falling to Denmark 234 to 227. Mauro Bovini on the left, Stefano Mazzi in the middle, and Sergio Pagni on the right. So Sergio Pagni, the two-time world champion, the anchor of this team from Italy. And the Italians getting set to do battle with the team from France. We've already seen the French women vie for a bronze medal in team competition this morning, and coming up just a little bit short, losing to the Russian Federation. Now the gentlemen from France will try to do their best to bring home a bronze medal for their country. France defeating the Russian Federation earlier this week, also knocked off the Dutch team 235 to 234 in a close match, and lost to Team USA 231 to 228. The lineup for France: Pierre-Julien Deloche, Dominique Genet in the middle, and Christophe Dussault on the right. Pierre-Julien Deloche ranked 4th in the world. Deloche on the far right of the screen right there. The French shooting at target number 1, Italy shooting at target number 2, and sometimes just that difference of a few feet will make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. And it's nice to see both teams wishing each other luck. But I'm sure there'll be no punches pulled on the shooting line.
So some fresh targets being placed out there as we get set for the men's bronze medal match, France versus Italy. And now you see how we got here through the semifinals and into the medal matches coming up in the gold medal match. That will be a great one. The United States and Denmark.
Same teams fought for gold here last year. So.
And I'm sure the Danes have not forgotten.
I'm sure they haven't. It was a very, very close match.
So Deloche, Genet, Dussault for the French, Bovini, Mazzi, and Pagni for Team Italy. A lot of experience on both of these teams, as Dominique Genet will go first for France, ranked 11th in the world, won a gold medal here back in 2009. Good start for Dominique Genet and France. Christophe Dussault, ranked 28th in the world. Left-hander with a bullseye to start off his day. And here is Pierre-Julien Deloche. One of the best in the business. So 2 9s and 1 10. 28 points put on the board by the Frenchman. And here is Stefano Mazzi, 47 years old, vying for his 2nd World Cup medal during his career. Took a team gold medal home from Antalya 5 years ago. Mazzi a little bit low.
Yeah, a little bit low, but it's still a 9. So solid first shot.
Mauro Bovini.
You see Sergio just having a few words just as he's giving up the full draw.
And when Sergio speaks,
you listen.
Yes. Mauro Bovini obviously listened.
That's a close one.
That is close.
Going to be a judge on that, I think.
I'm going to give him a 10.
I think it is.
course, our vote doesn't count, does it?
It doesn't, no.
And there's a
9 alle 9. Largo.
So a 9
Italy with the
Problem.
potential
and another 9, possibly sandwiching that 10. It's a 9 asterisk right now.
draw here.
So we're either tied or France has a 1-point lead, depending upon the judge's ruling after this end comes to a conclusion. Genet with another 9.
Directly to the 10 ring and then took a small
So a couple of 9s for Dominique
a bit out there.
to start this match. Christophe Dussault now, who was on the 6th place French team at the World Championships in Torino 2 years ago.
Solid 10.
Ouais, top.
From the left side, comes up with a 10.
Qui c'est qui décompte?
He seems to be dialed in at the moment. It's 2 10s from Christophe.
And Deloche with a 9.
Nickel.
I think it
Vai Stefano.
might be a 10, is it?
Forte nel mezzo.
Oh, I'm looking, yeah.
E tienila lì.
Bon, des fois, c'est pas plus mal, mais parce qu'il a quand même
Ok.
des grosses paluches.
Dai.
Stefano Mazzi.
9 low.
Basso ancora.
Again,
Mirino.
these guys seem to be shooting a little low in the
esattamente
the first end.
Le fa basse. Peccato perché centralmente sono perfette. Tienila Maurino, tienila.
Bovini a little bit higher and to the right. What does that indicate to you if they're shooting low?
Might be that the wind is just pushing the arrow down slightly. I mean, they'll have been on the practice range, but I think the practice range is a little protected.
4, 3, 2.
So it could be when they come out here
Wind took it.
that the conditions are slightly different.
Erano già passati 10.
And it's just seeming to take the teams a little longer to dial in than I would expect.
Sergio with an 8.
Very uncharacteristic.
Yes, you will not see that very often from Sergio Pagni. And so this bronze medal match between the gentlemen from France and Italy underway. First end is in the books. Bovini, Mazzi, and Pagni with 53 points. And they will score that as an 8 for Sergio Pagni, who ponders that final shot of this first end.
Je me souviens de la chèvre. C'était dans la chèvre ou non, je sais plus quel.
So 53 points. Meanwhile, France posts a score of 57. They shot 9, 10, 9, 9, 10, and 10. A couple of bullseyes on their final 2 shots of that first end. And so France takes, I don't know if you would call it a commanding lead, but it's an either 3 or 4 point lead, which is significant.
It is at this. You want to get off to a good start, and giving a team a 3-point lead after the first end is not ideal. But as we've seen earlier, it's not insurmountable.
We did see that in the women's gold medal match where the United States fell behind by 3 points in the midway point, came back and made a match of it and lost by only 1 point. But that 1 point, the difference between gold and silver. If you're just joining us, Colombia winning the women's gold medal just moments ago in a thrilling match. And it was the Russian Federation getting things started, winning the bronze medal, defeating France 224 to 216.
Italy did catch the line on that one.
This is the third of 4 matches we'll have for you this morning. The team competition, compound competition, here in Antalya, Turkey.
9
Mazzi starts off the third end, or second end, excuse me, with a 9.
No, vai di Mirino.
And
So Stefano Mazzi with a 9, now Mauro Bovini, who took home a team silver from Shanghai last month.
10
10.
alle 7.
Right on the line, that'll count as a 10.
Riga.
Again, I think the wind is just drifting them slightly because it's coming from right to left.
We'll see a lot of changes in the wind and the weather throughout the day.
We will. This is actually slightly calmer than the other years that I've seen finals on the beach.
There have been thunderstorms on the beach here.
That's a 10.
10 alle 9.
Just
Riga.
in.
No thunderstorms in the forecast today, though. Supposed to be beautiful all day long, all weekend long. Tomorrow, of course, the recurve competition. So 9, 10, and 10 to start off the second end for Italy. And France, which had a 3-point lead after the first 6 arrows, may have just given a point back.
Yeah, I mean, again, left-hand side, so whether the wind is actually picking up or it's tricky to read it here with the stand in the way, because they're not feeling the same conditions as they are up at the target.
Christophe Dussault, the left-hander, back inside the 10 ring. So that kind of balances out the 8.
It does. You don't want to shoot too many 8s, so.
And Deloche with a 9.
Bas droite.
A te, Stefano.
Right now, France is enjoying a 1-point lead.
So that 3-point lead is now down to just 1 point. But we've still got a long way to go in this match. As Mazzi high into the left.
Alle 11.
So now each team has shot an 8 here in the second end.
Stai lì tutto, per tutto il tempo che serve.
France has only shot 1 of those so far.
And Bovini will try to pick up his teammate.
9.
9 alle 3.
Gets it just inside the 9 ring.
Tieni d'occhio il tempo.
C'est pas grave si tu poses un peu le viseur à droite. Hein.
And Sergio, who atoned for that 8 at the end of the first end with a 10 on his first shot of the second end,
And another one.
gets another 10. I think he was a little bit inspired by that last shot of the first end.
He won't have been happy.
Non venire via. Non venire via. Stai lì 2 secondi di più, 3 secondi di più.
Another 8 for Dominique Genet.
You know what? Maybe it's trickier than we actually think it is. I mean, we can't get a good feeling for what's happening on the TV screen. So maybe it is really tricky out there.
He tried to make an adjustment. Unfortunately, it did not work the way he wanted it to.
Allez,
But Christophe Dussault almost on the line. That'll be close.
That's,
Very close call.
It is. I wouldn't want to call it from here, so I'm going to let the judge do that.
That's why they go to the seminars.
That's right. They have far more experience.
Important shot, and it's a 9 for Pierre-Julien Deloche.
So I'm just wondering whether the spotters have starred that one. So it could be a point lead for France.
Looks like that.
So a big ruling coming up right here as the Italians in an animated discussion. Although, do Italians have anything other than animated discussions?
No, they don't.
I love the emotion.
Sergio's giving some advice out there.
Fist bumps all around. The Italians back in the match after falling behind by 3 points after the first end. They may have just come back and tied it up. Let us see. They still have that asterisk by the next to last shot by France here in this second end. Unofficially 110 points for the team from France. As you see Marcella Tonioli and Sandrine Van Dianon.
Yep, they've been given the line call by the judge, so they've got
they
a
did
1
get
point
the 10.
lead.
All right, so that's the difference. However, Italy does pick up 2 points.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight match.
Cela, j'ai pas vu. Je peux pas te dire. Je pense qu'elle a peut-être été.
So the lead is down from 3 to just 1, 111 to 110. France battling for the bronze medal, as is the team from Italy. Italy to shoot first here on target number 2 on Konyaaltı Beach, the Turkish Riviera.
Preparala bene, bravo Stefano. Sì. Eccola lì.
Stefano Mazzi, 47 years old. Ranked as high as 12th in the world back in 2005.
Dai.
And still shooting well.
Alle 10. 9 alle 10. Su. Alto sinistra.
Du solide.
Now it falls to Mauro Bovini, 28 years old. And Mauro in the 8 ring.
8 alle 8.
Again, out to the left-hand side, so
Non l'hai tirata,
Another wind.
ok?
wondering
Non
if the wind is
l'hai
picking
tirata.
up. Beautiful setting, but hard to shoot in these conditions.
And a 10.
10.
Sergio solves the problem, comes up with the 10 right there to pick up his teammate after that 8. So 9, 8, and 10. But that presents an opportunity for the team from France.
Stai sulla
Dominique
prossima.
Genet
Sulla prossima.
8 points.
back in the 8 ring again. Struggling to find the 9 ring, the 10 ring.
Bah, baisse, parce que t'as
This match may well go down to the
milieu
wire,
vide, bas gauche.
just like the previous one.
Christophe Dussault. And Dussault with a 9.
Ça pousse hein, aussi, Fiji.
So now can Pierre-Julien Deloche come up with the shot that he needs? Last year, a bronze medal in Ogden, a team silver in Shanghai.
8.
And Deloche with a surprising score of 8.
Wow, so we've got a switch in the lead now. Italy are now a point up.
So Italy goes ahead by 1, 137 to 136, midway through the 3rd end. France with a pair of 8s,
Dentro.
giving the lead back to Italy. And there's a bullseye for Mazzi. Stefano Mazzi with a bullseye.
Così, cazzo, così.
Bovini will try to build upon that.
Sì, ma.
And he does.
Sì, ma. Sì.
They're going to put a star by it, but that looks like it's on the line. Should be a 10.
Yeah, I think so too.
Tempo a Sergio.
So Italy's surging into the lead, and Sergio
Probably one of the coolest customers on the circuit.
9 just out.
Solo basso.
So Sergio with a 9,
On the board.
and Italy puts up 55 points in that end.
Allez.
So despite the fact they scored that 8 by Bovini on the second shot of this 3rd end, they get back-to-back bullseyes, maybe 3 bullseyes, and that 9. But back in the center ring,
France fighting back
Elle est à
now.
gauche encore.
and that was Dominique Genet, who has been struggling, but seems to have ironed out the problems, got back inside the 10 ring. That's a big shot for France. Now they need another one from Christophe Dussault.
Ah, top.
And they get it.
With the win.
Allez, PJ.
So Dussault with a huge shot. And Pierre-Julien Deloche trying to match it. And does. X marks the spot. What a shot.
So we're just waiting on a line call, but I think we're going to have tied scores going into the final end.
I would think so too, Andrea. Andrea Gales from Great Britain. Alongside, I'm Carl ARCKY. Hope you're enjoying our live coverage from Konyaaltı Beach in Antalya, Turkey, the southern coast of Turkey, on an absolutely gorgeous Saturday morning. Morning where we are, perhaps afternoon where you are. Might be the middle of the night, not sure.
Could be.
So the judges looking very, very, very closely at that 9 with the asterisk.
Bella l'ultima.
And we'll either be tied or it'll be a 1-point lead. Right now, the official scoring that I have has a tie of 166 all. And it has been changed, yes, 166. We're tied at 166 all.
Target number 1.
So anybody's match with 6 arrows to go. Final arrows coming up in the 4th and final end. Italy, France for the men's bronze medal, the team bronze medal here in Antalya. One of the most beautiful settings in the world for any sporting event. And what a job by the World Archery Federation to create this world-class venue here on the beach.
Yeah, I walked down here the other day and there was absolutely nothing. They've put this up overnight.
Just a rocky beach.
Yep, definitely.
Dominique Genet, ranked as high as 3rd in the world as recently as March, and he comes up with a 9, so he's getting it dialed in right now. Genet won a bronze medal here in Antalya last year, defeating Paul Titcher. Trying to pick up a bronze medal today, and there's Dussault. Dussault has really been good today.
He's been solid.
Now Pierre-Julien Deloche, who has his own archery website, blogs about the sport. One of the most respected experts on the subject, and he comes up with a 10.
It's a fantastic end to open up the...
When you can shoot like that, you can blog about it.
You certainly can, and people
Così è
will
buono,
listen.
così.
So 29 out of possible 30 points picked up by France. We were tied at the beginning of the 4th end. Big shot right there, boy. Stefano Mazzi.
He got quite excited about that.
The 47-year-old pumped up after the bullseye. Bovini trying to control his emotions, but what a shot. Another 10.
Tua, Sergio, tua.
Game on, Sergio. And there is no one else Italy would rather have in this position on this shot than Sergio Pagni.
Definitely not.
10-10-10.
You kind of shoot a 29 end, and France will probably be over the moon with that, and then Italy respond with a 30.
196 to 195, a 1-point lead for Italy, as Dominique Genet gets set for his last shot of this bronze medal match. And he makes it a good one. Not just a good one, a great one.
Everybody seems to be dialed in for this now.
The adrenaline flowing. And Dussault drills the bullseye. So the Frenchman not content to go quietly into the good night. Pierre-Julien Deloche trying to keep French hopes alive. And does. Well done. Well done by Pierre-Julien Deloche. So a 9 and then 5 10s to finish off the match. So now it is up to the men from Italy. It is their match to win. Stefano Mazzi. Displaying all that experience he's gained over the years. Now the 28-year-old Mauro Bovini. And Bovini low with an 8.
They can't win now. Can't even draw.
Nope. The French will win the medal after the 8 by Bovini. So after all the suspense and the drama and the going back and forth, the shot here by Sergio Pagni will be academic. It's a 9, and it means a 2-point win for the team from France. And give the Frenchmen credit, they didn't give up when they fell behind after relinquishing their lead.
No, they came out strong, and it's amazing, you know, you put a 59 end on the board. It's up to Italy to respond to that. So they put the pressure, and the Italians couldn't quite respond.
5 straight 10s to finish off the match for France. So Dominique Genet, Christophe Dussault, and Pierre-Julien Deloche get to celebrate here in Antalya. Well done. Thumbs up.
French compound teams have had a good run this week, with the women finishing 4th and the men finishing 3rd. So that's a solid performance from the compound women and men.
It's a great example, Andrea, of how you have to just stay with it. There's going to be
Definitely.
ups and downs in the course of all matches, and France got off to a 3-point lead, saw the lead cut down to 1. Then they saw the lead slip away in the third end. They were tied at 166 all.